Bungie was back this week with their This Week at Bungie update, talking about Festival of the Lost bugs, weapons that are leaving. We've got a new mysterious legacy focusing feature coming in Lightfall, plus we got news of a potential Marathon Reboot. So loads of stuff to get to today, so let's get to it. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. And roughly 98% of viewers who watch This Week in Video Games aren't subscribed, so subscribe today and never miss an update. Well, let's dive right into that update from Bungie. So they say, this week at Bungie, we are getting spooky. So every day is Halloween if you're brave enough or obsessed enough. Okay, that is enough judgment, we can feel it from over here. As we were saying, the spooky season is officially in season, which means it's time to dust off those chicken masks and get out there to some haunted activities with Festival of the Lost. But why leave dress up just to our Guardians where we can have a little fun in real life too? More on that in a little bit. Also, we've got a heads up about what's leaving the weapons pool in the coming weeks, and more on how you can put those tucked away cosplay ideas to good use. Since the last two twabs, they've been beefier info. This one is going to be a bit lighter, so Guardians can just get in there and give Space Grandma all the love she deserves without delay. And also Saint 14, of course. So please give Saint 14 some treats. He definitely deserves them. Well, next up then, we've got Festival of the Lost tricks and treats. So before we get into the bones of this week's twab, I wanted to call out a few things first. So first of all, work on twabs doesn't start the day before Twabs Day. There's planning and team coordination involved that requires advanced work, and today's blog post is no exception, but we've included the launch day hiccups with Festival of the Lost in our known issues. So we also wanted to just take a moment to say we are taking feedback very seriously, and we are appreciative of the players that have respectfully offered their time to help and make a good game even better by sharing their thoughts on how the event feels. All that to say is we really hope you enjoy the next few weeks of Festival of the Lost, because Halloween means a lot to us, and being able to share a favourite holiday with the wider community feels like a gift. For the technical side of things, please follow our Bungie Help Twitter for updates, and for taking a moment just to enjoy this time of year, I hope you join us for the rest of the twab. Okay, onward ghostly Guardians. Well, it's spooky, scary skeleton time, and that means it's time to don your favourite mask and gobble up those delicious treats, or taking on haunted activities, meaning to put the trick into trick or treat. Now, a lot of you have already begun that quest for spookydom, but for those who may be waiting until the weekend to dive in, here's a quick recap of what you can expect. So we've got new gear, and that includes legendary sniper rifle Macabre, the rightfully community-chosen mech-themed armour ornament set. The community vote on Monsters vs Mechs was a close one this year, and also there's a new Festival of the Lost event card. So similar to the Solstice event card, this includes free challenges and premium rewards for the spookiest of Guardians, including a new emote, a ship, an exotic ghost, and also a few surprises too. Haunted sectors are also back for some EDZ adventuring, where you're going to take on hordes of Cabal that took the festivities a little bit too seriously. A new haunted sector awaits alongside a few familiar ones with some Halloween goodness. Just don't let those nerds trick you out of one of your treats. Blast them with Telesto instead. Don't let your dreams just be dreams. But wait, there is more. We've got some fun challenges in the real world that we like to offer as well. So calling all artists, and we mean artists, cosplayers, fibre, digital, food art, the sky is the limit. Make what inspires you. But make sure that you add the right hashtag and at the official Destiny 2 social channel for your region. If not, we may not see it. We're going to be giving out some sweet, sweet prizes per region, so don't hesitate to throw your talents into that and celebrate with a wider community. And because we're looking to inspire all types of creatives, here's a few objectives and hashtags that you're going to want to keep in mind. For spooky art and movies of the week, that's hashtag AOTW and hashtag MOTW. And for your best Destiny 2 pumpkin carvings, that's hashtag FOTL pumpkin. So got any good ideas for frightening Destiny fashion? Well, now is your time to shine with hashtag Threads of Fright. So we got a Kingsfall pumpkin stencil, art pumpkin stencil, solar pumpkin stencil, and a void pumpkin stencil, and you can see those over on bungie.net. So we're going to be featuring submissions in every twab during the event, with one final follow-up wrap-up section right before the Festival of the Lost goes back into its annual hibernation to make way for snow and hope, and also more cookies too, because cookies are treats and we're all about that life. One more note, if an official account shares your work, you're going to be automatically qualified for a particularly festive cosmetic with the hallowed coronation emblem. And we've also got some IRL ways to rep the festive hype, including the Headless One t-shirt for those who complete the Bookworm 1 event challenge, and a shiny new Ghostwriter collectible medallion pin for those who complete the seal and the title for this year's Spookathon. So it's Halloween. You just gotta. Well, next up, we got weapons leaving in Season 19, so all good things must come to an end. Sure, that end is temporary for some of the loot pool rotations, but that's neither here nor there. There's a heads up here about what's leaving the loot pool for next season, so you can get in there and give it your all for that special pew-pew goodness before they are gone. So in Iron Banner, Forge's Pledge Pulse Rifle and the Reese Walker Shotgun, they are leaving. So in Trials of Osiris, the Aisha's Embrace Scout Rifle and Reed's Regret Linear Fusion Rifle, they are also leaving too. And then in the Nightfall Silicon Neuroma Sniper Rifle and the Duty Bound Auto Rifle, they are also leaving. So you know what to do, get out there and grab what you want before a new wave of rewards awaits. Closer to the next season, we're going to be sharing insight into rewards and what players can expect over the coming months, but we wanted to take a small moment to tease something that we're excited about. For Season 20, we're going to be introducing Legacy focusing. We're not quite ready to share details about that yet, but this is one of the many aspects of the game that players will be learning more about when we're closer to Lightfall and beyond. Well, next up, we got some known issues, so let's dive in. Festival of the Lost weekly Bright Dust bounties. We detected an issue with the weekly bounties from Eva Levante only giving out 100 Bright Dust instead of the usual 200 Bright Dust when Festival of the Lost went live. We implemented a fix for the bounties that haven't been turned in, as well as any future bounties picked up by players. Players affected by this issue will receive any missing Bright Dust at a later date. Lord of Wolves has been disabled, so the Lord of Wolves exotic shotgun has been disabled due to an issue where it can apply more damage than intended, and we're targeting next week's 6.2.5.1 update to release a fix. More information will be provided when available. So we got update 6.2.5.1. Next Tuesday, October the 25th, Destiny 2 update 6.2.5.1 will be released. So you can view the Destiny server and update page for maintenance times, as well as the timeline below. So at 9 AM PDT, Destiny 2 maintenance begins. 9:45 AM PDT, Destiny 2 is brought offline. 10 AM, the update will roll out. And 11 AM, maintenance will complete. All those times are in PDT, and make sure you convert them into your local time. Then we've got a list of known issues, so players cannot transform spectral pages into manifested pages, blocking progression of the Gone But Not Forgotten questline. Certain shaders may apply textures incorrectly to pieces of Festival of the Lost mech-themed armor sets. Once resolved, these shaders may display differently on the armor sets. The Forged Ingrace emblem does not display its name when players hover over it in the inventory. And the bold Chapaloo Sparrow image on the event card pops up displays with the item with incorrect colours. Certain Festival of the Lost weapon reward sources not properly dropping this year's updated weapons, and the Angel's Gleam and Flower Child shader list incorrect acquisition sources when viewed in collections. Also, Solo Flawless Dungeon Triumph requirements incorrectly list Fireteam Flawless completions as necessary, when they should specify Solo Flawless completions instead. Well, that is all the crucial information from this week's TWAB, but I want to jump over to Eurogamer next, and this is a report by Tom Phillips, saying Bungie reportedly developing a new Marathon project. So Destiny developer Bungie is reportedly working on a revival of its long-dormant Marathon series. This new Marathon project will take the form of a 3-person, squad-based extraction shooter, Insider Gaming reports, and it's currently in pre-alpha state. Perhaps unsurprisingly, there's also a suggestion this new Marathon game being run as a live service with seasonal rewards and progression worked in. Eurogamer has contacted Bungie for a comment. So while working on Destiny 2's final set of expansion continues, Bungie has previously acknowledged plans to release at least one other project by 2025. Back in 2018, Bungie received $100 million in funding from publisher NetEase and trademarked the name Matter for an undisclosed project. In February this year, Sony announced it was buying Bungie for $3.6 billion. Then a day later, PlayStation said it had plans to launch more than 10 live service games before March 2026. Well, the original Marathon game launched back in 1994 and was regarded as one of the best first-person shooter games on Mac computers. 2 sequels quickly followed, expanding its story into a trilogy. Within the series, the Marathon itself is a colony ship of Earth explorers in the far-flung future, which comes under alien attack. The games explore themes which will be familiar to Destiny fans today, of humanity's place within a wider conflict of warring alien races, rogue AI intelligences, and dreamlike realities. Well, let me know down in the comments what you think of all the latest news from Bungie. And thank you once again to Tom Phillips from Eurogamer for that update about that Marathon game. Well, as always, thank you so much for watching, and for more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can check me out on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you soon.